chicks, and we're getting ready to make some art. So when we make our art today, I wanted to focus on making art from observation. So I want you to take a good look at the colors of the chicks, the shapes of their legs and feet on our video before we get started. So there's our chick. They're all very different because they're different breeds of chickens. So let's show you first Georgia. Georgia's a yellow chick. She has an orange beak. She has some orange around her face too. She's a very pretty chicken. That's Georgia O'Keeffe, our little chicken. And then I'll show you Da Vinci. Da Vinci is a gray chicken and he has brown around his face. His beak is kind of orange brown, and you can see on his beak that little point is called an egg tooth. That's his egg tooth. We're getting a little crazy here. And then here's little Mr. Starry Night, Vincent Van Gogh. And Vincent's a pretty chicken. He is black and he has some yellow like the stars in the sky. His beak is a dark gray and so are his feet. And then we have lastly Monet. Monet is very interesting. He's brown and yellow and his back has these brown and black stripes down them. So when we make our picture today of the chickens, I want you to think about making art from observation. We're going to try to make our chickens look like how we saw them. And if you can't remember from the videos, I did share a picture with you on Skyward. So I'm gonna put the chicks away and I'm gonna get out my art materials and we're gonna get started. So what we need for our project today is some unwrapped crayons, scissors, white paper, thin cardboard, and this thin cardboard I actually took off the back of just this hot chocolate box. If you have a cereal box, that would work great. Any thin cardboard box, not corrugated cardboard. And then I have circle tracers. These are optional. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a template on here with the cardboard. So I picked 2 circle tracers, one smaller for the chick head and one larger for the chick body. And what you're going to do is you're just going to trace around the head and trace a second circle for the body. And you can just draw these on your own. You just want to remember not to make them too small because we want space for the details. We're also going to add the wings at this point by drawing a letter V on either side of the body. And then we're going to cut it out. We're going to save the legs for later because they're going to be a different color. So we're just going to cut this out. And again, you didn't have to trace it exactly. You could have drawn this shape. It's the basic shape of the chick. And by making one of these, we're going to be able to make 4 chicks, or even more. Okay, so we have our template. This purple paper is actually just our table saver, and we're using the white paper for our art paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my cardboard template underneath my white paper. I'm going to put this one all the way off to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my crayon and I'll start with a yellow chick. Maybe this is Georgia. And I'm just sliding my unwrapped crayon over the cardboard and it's picking up the raised part, the cardboard. And wherever it's just table saver, it's just going to be plain background. And you have 1 yellow chick. You're going to move this over. Maybe this one can be Da Vinci. He's light gray. It's a little bit easier to see on the camera with the gray. Just sliding in, and I'm sliding this like I would slide a toy car. I'm not using the point. Just on the side and sliding. And then maybe we could do one. I'm trying to move them up and down on the paper to make it more interesting. And I'm also pressing to make sure it doesn't overlap too much. Okay. And then this one, the black one, could be Van Gogh. And using the side of the crayon in this rubbing technique makes a soft texture. It actually makes your coloring look pretty fluffy. So that's what we're kind of looking for, because our chicks are very fluffy with their down feathers. And this one, I'm going to fit him down on the side. I'm just pressing to make sure he's on there. And his color is a light brown. And he has really interesting stripes, Monet, on his back. So I think I have an idea of how we could show the back of the chicken. We'll get to that. Okay. After you do your rubbing and you have the soft texture for all of them, now it's time to add their beaks and their legs. And we're working from observation. You can look at the pictures that I posted. And Georgia has an orange beak. It's a letter V with a line across and colored in. Then we're going to do 2 dot eyes. And her legs are orange as well. They kind of match their beak. So it's an upside down letter Y with a line in the middle. Again, an upside down letter Y and a line in the middle. And then we're going to move on to Da Vinci. Da Vinci's beak is kind of a reddish orange or reddish brown. So you can go ahead and add that letter V, color in. He actually has some brown on his face. He's very interesting looking. So I'm going to use the point of my crayon now and just add a little bit of brown before I put the eyes on there. Make it look more like Da Vinci. And then his 2 dot eyes. And his legs are the same as his beak, that orange rusty brown. Letter Y, line in the middle. And then for our Vincent Van Gogh, our Starry Night chicken, he's dark like night. He has gray, a gray beak and some gray legs. Letter Y with a line. And he also has yellow, like stars, under his wings. And kind of down here too, on his bottom. And we're gonna do dot eyes. And now for Da Vinci, I said he had those dark brown stripes down his back. He kind of has these brown and kind of black stripes down his back. So we're going to be looking at the back of Da Vinci, and we're going to change. We're not going to have front facing eyes. We're going to have Da Vinci looking up in the sky. And then to make him looking up, Da Vinci's beak, I believe, is that orange color as well. We're going to do a upside down letter V, top of a triangle, pointing up. And his eyes can be little dots close to that. And you'll still see his little legs poking down, but he's looking up. Okay. And then what we're going to do is, you don't want these guys floating in outer space. Let's put them maybe in some grass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a green crayon and I'm going to go to the highest chicken on the page. Oh, that's Van Gogh. And I'm going to go across the middle of Van Gogh and I'm going to do a zigzag line for some grass. And then I'm going to take a blue crayon, and I hope I have a blue crayon that's unwrapped or on its way to being unwrapped. Okay, my blue crayon. And if I just slide this green grass line is the horizon line. So we're going to have our blue sky. Oh, it's indigo. Maybe it's nighttime. Come not just across the top, but down to the bottom. I could leave some white up here for some clouds, but I want to make sure that my sky touches my grass in my background of my picture. Okay. And then the grass can be done in the same way. There's also a way that you can make paint. So this will be great for a painted background. Our chicks made out of crayon would resist, that would push away. So let me get a green marker and I will show you how to make a resist. Okay, for our resist, we're just taking a regular washable marker. It has to be washable, it can't be permanent. And what you would do is how I added some lines for the texture of the grass, right? We want green grass, I would add those. This is all optional. But this would be a fun way to add a paint technique to this Collagraph. And I can do my zigzag again. Zigzag. And the crayon marks that I've already made just adds interest to our drawing. Then I would go around the outside edge with marker. And what you do is you just take regular water, and this will spread and create paint. Thank you for watching this video. If you make this, please remember to add it to our Padlet. Have a great day.